Coming to you live from Assumption High School for tonight's Merowith South Girls Conference basketball game as the Newman Catholic Cardinals get ready to do battle with the Assumption Royals. So it will be Newman starting with the basketball, working from right to left here. Again, good crowd on hand. First time Assumption playing in 3 weeks as we get underway. Senior night here at Assumption. Emily Bone defensively for the Royals. Newman Catholic 0-12 on the year. Cardinals head coach Macy Zerflu, a familiar face around these parts here in Wisconsin Rapids. As an early foul. As Sydney Golling to line for 2 free throws here. Misses the first one. Second one for Sydney is no good. 0 for 2 from the line for Newman to start. Working from left to right again are the Assumption Royals. They had a very good start to this 2021 season and then had to be quarantined for a couple of weeks. Ayanara throws it into the hands of Golick. She's going to push it quickly all the way up and can't finish the layup. Swings it around, right hand, partially blocked by Bone, and that was Maggie Wolf. 1 minute gone by. Opening half here in Wisconsin Rapids as Jessie Grundhofer lays it in for her first bucket. As the Royals, again, trying to work through a second quarantine on the season. Angela Roju-Donath with it now, working from right to left. Swings it back around, throws it up there off the mark. Caitlin Califas, Jessie Grundhofer pushing it up quickly. She picks up her dribble, cutting. Bone misses, and off the mark. Nearly threw it away. First time these two teams met, halftime score 37-1. And a jump ball, and it'll go back to the Assumption Royals. Again, Assumption's last game, January 14th. As they went to Auburndale and knocked off the Eagles. A huge win for Assumption. Just threw it into no man's land and stolen away there by Lily Zymitz. Again, working out some kinks here tonight is Assumption. Grundhofer to Sands de Rosas, and she throws it up, somehow finishes it for 2. And INR on the board for the first time. Swings it back around. 4-0 Assumption here in the opening minutes. Over to the right side, down low. And 3-second violation, turnover back to Assumption. Is it Youngworth? Kristen Casey check in for the first time. Sammy Nelson, Ionara, Youngworth, Casey, and Grundhofer for the Royals here on the court. They lead 4-0, 6-2 in conference, 8-7 overall for the Royals. Back over to Ionara, through her hands, and another turnover. Back to Newman Catholic as Kayla Kirkman will check in for Ionara. 14:47 to go. And Doneth with it. Kicks it back up to Califas, goes to the right baseline. And stolen away by Kayla Kirkman. Hustling down, left hand. May have gotten slapped on the hand, but no call. And they'll give Doneth the block. Working from right to left. Looking down low to Doneth. Top of the key, up to Dennis Zenk. Down low to Califas, and that one's going to be poked around. Doneth thought about the three. Kicks it back up, top of the key, three-pointer, line drive, and nails it. Lily Zymitz for three. And it is 4-3 Assumption. Again, the first time these two teams met, it was 37-1. Kirkman down to Youngworth. Swings it back around over to Kayla Kirkman. Picks up her dribble. Kristen Casey with it. Again, Newman looking for win number one. They will have a big playoff showdown. Sammy Nelson for two. They will head to Mercer next Tuesday for a playoff game. They are the number 5 seed in a 6-seeded region. Owen Withy behind them. Assumption will be back in action tomorrow, Saturday. Down low, good pass, and going to be fought for. Jump ball. It'll stay with stay with Newman with 13:09 to go in the opening half. Red ball, Newman ball. It was a jump ball to Wausau. Again, these two teams have met a lot of times dating back to WIAA. Three-pointer right side. Gallig just off the mark. Offense rebound. Gallig will go to line for two more. But just looking back to their history, 2002 to 2003, Newman with a 24-16 lead. Matchup number 41 here tonight. Sydney's first one is good. Again, Newman has gotten close in a couple of games. 38-34 loss to Prentice on Tuesday. And it is up and off the mark. Emily Bone goes 2 for 2 from the line. 8-4 Assumption. Again, coming into tonight, Jesse Grundhofer was at 855 points. They were really hoping, they had to cancel and postpone a lot of games, but they were really hoping that they were she was going to be able to get to that 1,000-point mark. Does not look like that now. Is Youngworth down to Emily Bone. Good find, good finish for Emily. She's got 2 more, and it's 10-4 Assumption. Swings it back around, top of the key. Over to Donath. Donath behind the back, good move. Floater, can't get it to go, fought for, and it's going to go out of bounds, staying with Newman Catholic. Again, Assumption led in scoring by Jesse Grunhofer, INR Sands de Rosas, and Emily Bone. They will have Edgar on Saturday, tomorrow, Stratford Monday, and then the winner of Greenwood and Port Edwards on Friday. Donath with it. Kicks it around over to Sydney Golick. Down low. Right hand blocked by Bone, out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Cardinals. Coming in at 2.5 blocks per game, 2.6 blocks per game to be precise, with the tying Brianna Ackley right now in the conference. Donath with it, swings it around. Gollig thought about the 3, pulls it down, back over to Donath on the right side. Down low, one of 2 seniors on this team for Coach Zerflu. Get into Macy's career here at Assumption, which was absolutely phenomenal in her time here in Wisconsin Rapids. 113 games played, 17 points shy of 1,000, averaged 8.7 points a game in her time from 2012 to 2016. Gollig 3, airballs it, and out of bounds to Assumption. Ayanara running the point over to Kristen Casey. Grundhofer gets triple teamed. Back over to Nelson. Ayanara all the way. She steps through and just throws it to no man's land. Sammy Nelson somehow comes away with it. Back over to Ayanara. Ayanara all the way into lane. Underneath to Grundhofer. She gets double teamed, steps through, and she's going to get fouled and go to line for 2 free throws. Jesse shoots 64% from the free throw line. As Grundhofer to line for those 2 free throws. First one for Jess is good. Your locally owned Sherrill Tire and Service Center will keep you rolling and growing by coming to with one of our 14 farm and commercial service trucks. Find your location at SherrillTire.com. Grundhofer goes 1 for 2, but Ayanara comes away with the rebound. She gets it poked away, and it'll be back to Newman Catholic. 11-4, 10:40 to go, first half. Swings it back around, gets it poked away. Looking down low and into the hands of Emily Bone. Again, a very young Newman Catholic team, 2 seniors. And Coach Zerflu is going to have her work cut out for him in the next couple of years. Gollig pushes it up. She's going to get bumped by Kristen Casey. Foul will be on the floor. But already the 4th team foul. We're not 8 minutes into this first half. Assumption coming in 52.5 points a game. Giving up 42. Again, a big win over Auburndale before their quarantine 22 days ago. That was a big win as Emily Bone nearly she did get away with a foul. Now it's going to be picked up by Kristen Casey. Coast to coast, right hand, and Casey lays it in. 13-4, 10 minutes left. Back over to Donath with it, top of the key, right near the A of Assumption at the midcourt. Swings it back around over to Lily Zymitz. Donath with it. She may have stepped with it, and another foul. Again, getting all these kinks worked out before the playoffs start next week. Youngworth comes in, and Kristen Casey, not even halfway through this first half, has 3 fouls. Caitlin Califas to inbound it. Still looking, and got it poked away by Kirkman. Kayla is able to chase it down, and she got a block from behind by Gollig. And it's going to stay with the Royals. 9:41 to go, first half, 13-4 Assumption. Underneath to Grundhofer. She gets fouled from behind and will go to the line for 2 free throws. Again, Jesse in that win against Auburndale, 17 points, 4 for 10 from the field, 8 for 10 from the free throw line. In their last meeting against Newman, came back on January 8th, 53-15. INR with 11 points. For the Royals, they were 4 of 22 from the three-point line. They had 17 assists on 22 made field goals. Grundhofer 1 for 2 from the line again, and it will stay with Assumption on the tip out of bounds. 9:38 to go, first half. Izzy Youngworth to inbound. Into Malia Colo, good find, couldn't finish. Offensive rebound, Kirkman can't finish. Malia Colo, another offensive rebound. And it's going to be a foul on the rebound. Frustration foul on Malia Colo. 9:31 to go. 6th team foul here in the first half, and we're not even halfway through this first half. Maria Hartley will check in for the Royals. For Jesse Grundhofer. Again, having to sit out for 2 weeks and then get your practices in. Most likely, or they did not have practice last night. And that one's going to be tossed up and fought for. Malia Colo comes away with it for the Royals. Sammy Nelson up to Kayla Kirkman. Kicks it back over to Izzy Youngworth. She lets it fly. Just a bit strong, and it's going to be out of bounds, staying with the Royals. Maggie Wolf checks in. 14-4, 9:11 to go here in the first half. Kayla Kirkman with it, swings it over to Malia Colo. Colo back over to Youngworth. Youngworth up to Sammy Nelson. Nelson back over to Youngworth, down to Kirkman, figuring out the zone defense with short corner for Assumption. Nelson swings it back around to Kayla Kirkman. Kirkman all the way into lane, left hand up and couldn't quite finish. Good shot there by Kayla Kirkman. Doneth with it, crossed the timeline, man-to-man defense for Assumption. Again, a Marywood South Conference showdown here tonight. Swings it back around to Lily Zymitz. Zymitz to Wolf. Down low to Gowling. Good pass. Couldn't finish, and she nearly throws it out of bounds. Good save there. Back over to Wolf. Wolf dribbles it all the way, gets it poked away. Maria Hartley fights for it, and jump ball to Assumption. With 8:15 to go here in the first half. Coach Klein will take a timeout. We'll do the same. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this.
Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Experience your choice to learn with small, in-person classes, online classes, and innovative technology classes. Your choice of school to career or career to career support. Your choice to get started here and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or with an associate degree in one of our 60 in-demand programs. Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Get started at mstc.edu.
Welcome back to Assumption as the Royals lead 14-4. It hasn't looked pretty to begin things here. But 8:15 to go in the first half. The Royals with that lead as Ayanara back into the ball game. Very short lineup here for the Royals. Ayanara, Kayla, Izzy, Maria, and Malia for Coach Klein and the Assumption Royals. Short corner to Colo. Hartley back over to Youngworth. She lets it fly again off the back bracket. And it's going to be out of bounds to Newman. Kirkman may have gotten away with a foul on the rebound. 8 minutes to go as Coach Klein's yelling, "Don't foul." That is what they have struggled with so far here halfway through this first half. Sets it up, brings it up over to Maggie Wolf. Maggie had a nice game against Prentice on Tuesday. She picks up her dribble. Back to the corner to Zimetz. Lily goes right baseline, good move. And there's going to be a foul, and Newman will head to the line for the rest of the half. As it'll be Lily Zimetz to the line for 1-1. Zimet's first one is short. Rebound fought for and out of bounds, staying with Newman. 7:33 to go. As Bone and Grundhofer check back in for the Royals. A little taller lineup here now for Assumption. Califas inbounds it. Left corner was Wolf, working against Emily Bone. Good cut by Donath all the way, kicks it out, and going to be out of bounds. Back to Assumption. That's one that Donath would look back on and like to take. All the way to the rim. Kayla Kirkman inbound. 7:20 remaining, 14-4. Assumption on top. Ionara with it, over to Grundhofer, back to Sansi Rosas for the Royals. Bone over to Ionara in the lane. She's going to get blocked. Late whistle, but Ionara is going to go lane for 2 free throws. Gollig picks up the foul. Ionara's first free throw rims out. Kendall Dillman checks in for the first time for the Royals. Get no JV game earlier today. Newman not quite the numbers yet as Ionara goes 1 for 2 from the line. Inbounds it, pushes quickly, pushes it up. And nearly tipped away. It's going to be tipped away by Colo and turnover back to Assumption. Dillman down to Bone. Bone's going to get fought for. It's going to be a jump ball and a turnover. It's going to be Newman basketball on the turnover. Izzy Youngworth to check back in for Assumption. Is your vehicle ready for winter weather? Fleet Farm has everything from wiper blades, batteries, auto chemicals, even snow tires. And it's all at low fleet prices. Stay safe on the road this winter with Fleet Farm. Especially after what dumped on us yesterday. Make sure you head over to Fleet Farm before the next storm. It's going to be bitterly, bitterly cold here this weekend. What a pass. Donath up and in. Counted in the foul. All started with a beautiful pass. And Donath will go to the line for +1. 15-6. Donath looking to add one more on. Angela's and one is off the mark. Rebounded by by Bone. Pushes it up to Dillman, hands it off to Youngworth in the corner. Back over to Kendall, back over to Izzy. Playing catch here to start, and right into the hands of Bone. It's going to be a jump ball, staying with Assumption. But again, good read by Donath. Newman not quite the height and skill level yet. Beautiful play to Grundhofer and lays it in. But they are playing much better from what I've seen this year. Much better here tonight and throughout the last couple of games than they have much of this 2020-2021 season. Wolf with it, looking down low. Good sealing there by Ashley Jankowski, 22 for Newman. Donath with it against Ionara. Ionara's got to be smart. Her counterpart, Kristen Casey, or her teammate, Kristen Casey, all ready. And they're going to call a full timeout. Newman Catholic does. We'll be back to Wisconsin Rapids after this.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Welcome back to Assumption Catholic High School as the Assumption Royals 17-6 lead with 5:46 to go in the second half, or in the first half, pardon me. Goodness, not second half. First half, as it will be Newman basketball underneath. Coach Surflew just able to take a timeout just in time. And inbounds it up to Donath. Swings it back around. Again, we'll talk about how successful Macy was here at Assumption in just a moment. Head coach for the Newman Catholic Cardinals now. Donath with it. Swings it back around. Gallic. Jankowski lets it fly. A little too strong. Rebounded push by Grundhofer. Jesse with it. Cross the timeline up to Kendall Dillman. Dillman dribbles out of it. Back around to Youngworth. Youngworth with it. Underneath and going to be poked away and out of bounds. Ball's on the floor, fought for, and going to be a jump ball. Staying with Newman, 17-6 with under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Jankowski to inbound in the front court. Donath with it now. 17-6, 4:55, or 4:50. Jankowski to the left. Swings it back around. Jankowski left wide open. Again, Newman doesn't shoot a lot of three-pointers. As a team, Donath lets one rip as soon as I say that. And it's off the mark. Youngworth comes away with the rebound. Ionara, top of the key, over to Izzy Youngworth. Looking down low to Grundhofer. Gets poked from behind. Somehow throws it up there. Offense rebound, Emily Bone, and lays it in. Could have drew a foul on the slap around by the defender, Wolf, against Grundhofer on that one. Jesse still almost made the shot. Wolf, three-pointer left side, too strong. Taken by Youngworth for the Royals. Ionar across the timeline from left to right as we watch with 4 minutes left. Izzy Youngworth, three-pointer left side. Izzy Youngworth for three. She shoots 21% from beyond the arc, but she was on fire in their 40-point win against Marathon nearly a month ago. Youngworth nearly got the steal on that one. Top of the key to Donath. Working against Ionara, swings it back around to Gallig. Into the lane, right hand, couldn't quite get it to go. Rebounded, taken by Grundhofer. Assumption has been much better here in the last couple of minutes from fouling. Sammy Nelson almost let it rip. Back over to Youngworth. To Ionara. Ionara kicks it all the way over to Sammy Nelson. Nelson dribbles all the way over to the top of the key into INR. She steps through, Euro step left hand up and in. Beautiful move by INR. She's got 5, and it's 24-6 Royals with under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Maggie Wolf with it. Skips it across, and INR nearly pokes it away. She does, and still in play. Sammy Nelson with it. She's going to dribble out of it. Youngworth back over to INR. Three-pointer left corner, left it short. And rebound taken by Newman Catholic. Pushes it quickly from right to left. INR bumps bumps Gallig. Wolf dribbles all the way into lane. She's going to take her right hand. Nearly put it in. Shot altered by Bone. 2:15 to go. Youngworth had an open shot down low to Bone. She's going to step through, right hand up and in. Too easy for Emily Bone when you have about 6 inches on everybody guarding you, if not more, with 2 minutes to go. 26-6 Royals on top. Gallig with it. Swings it to Jankowski. Back over to Galling. Galling, Wolf. 15-foot line. Poked away. Youngworth with another steal. Up to Ayanara with 1:40 to go. Hands it off to Bone. Skips it all the way over to Nelson. Three-pointer right corner. Sammy Nelson for 3. The 5'3" senior knocking down a big shot. 29-6. Half court. Doneth with it into the front court. Still zone defense here for the Royals. Doneth gets all the way into lane. Good pass underneath to Wolf. What a find by Doneth. Ayanara on the right wing, looking down to Jesse Grundhofer. Swings it over to Sammy Nelson. Nelson to Grundhofer. Down low to Bone. Good pass out to Ayanara off the back bracket. Rebound taken by Galling and Newman Catholic. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Quick moving first half. Down to Wolf. She steps through. Blocked by Bone. Rebound taken by Nelson. Up to Ayanara. Grundhofer running the floor left wide open, and Wolf's going to pick up the foul. That's going to be her second. Grundhofer back to the line for 2 more free throws. Merriwood South coming into tonight. Auburndale and Stratford both at 8-3. Edgar at 8-5. Assumption at 6-2. Marathon at 5-6. Newman coming in at 0-11. Grundhofer off the mark on her first free throw. Big game going on. Stratford and Marathon right now over in Stratford. Grundhofer's second one is good. Jesse 3 for 6 here in the first half. From the line, 25 seconds left. Dennis Zenk into the game for the back into the game for Newman. Zymitz over to Doneth. Back over to Galling. Jankowski on the right wing. Goes right baseline. 5 seconds to go. Got to be smart if you're Assumption. Doneth with it. Step back jumper left side. Left is short. Offense rebound. And it is off the mark. 1 half in the books here from Assumption. Royals 30 and Newman Catholic 8. We're going to take a quick timeout. Come back with your first half scoring and get you ready for half number 2 here from Wisconsin Rapids.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates, and our outcomes are much better.
A rogue virus, no jobs, sky-high tuition debt. Life is trying to put our generation on the sidelines. But we refuse to just sit back and watch it pass us by. Instead, watch us fly ahead. Watch us overcome anything. Watch us rise. Watch us change our world. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Assumption, Columbus, Newman, and Pacelli Catholic schools. Built on family values and reinforced by faith, our schools foster academic excellence and prepare students for lifelong success. Smaller class sizes, individualized support, and diverse opportunities provides for a well-rounded education. Schedule a tour and find out if you qualify for financial assistance or free tuition with Wisconsin Parental Choice. Visit us today at Assumption, Columbus, Newman, and Pacelli Catholic Schools.
For half number 2 here in Wisconsin Rapids. Nobody enjoys being without comfort, even more so on the coldest time of the year. That's coming up this weekend. When your furnace is giving you trouble, give the pros at Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling a call for furnace service in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll be there rapidly to figure out and take care of the trouble. And we'll get the comfort working again rapidly. Call Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling at 705-301-0256 and visit online at rapidssheetmetal.com. WIAA.com. Go through some first half scoring here from Wisconsin Rapids. First for Newman Catholic, Sydney Golick with 1 point, Maggie Wolf with 2, Lily Zymitz with 3, and Angela Donath with 5. For the Assumption Royals, Izzy Youngworth with 3, Sammy Nelson with 5, Kristen Casey with 2, Ayanara with 5, Jesse Grundhofer with 7, and Emily Bone with 8. First half 30 to 8. Assumption. Again, just give you some upcoming games for us here at Zaleski Sports. Games going on Saturday. Marshfield Gymnastics Triangular. Happening on Saturday morning. Spash is at Marshfield Girls Basketball. Pacelli is at Rochelle Girls Basketball. Columbus Catholic is at Greenwood Boys Basketball. Also, Assumption and Edgar Girls Basketball Saturday. Monday, Appleton East at Marshfield Boys Basketball. Middleton is at Mosinee for Boys Basketball. Colby is at Greenwood for Boys Basketball. And Stratford will be right here at Wisconsin Rapids Assumption for a girls-boys doubleheader. Tuesday, Medford is at Mosinee for gymnastics. Westfield is at Wisconsin Rapids Assumption right here. Granton will be at Columbus Catholic for girls basketball playoffs. Lakeland will be at Mosinee for hockey. Columbus Catholic will be at Loyal for boys basketball. Again, the Royals will play the winner of Port Edwards and Greenwood for girls basketball playoffs. That game will happen on Friday night. The other teams in their bracket, Columbus Catholic and Granton, and then Loyal is the number 2 seed. For Newman Catholic, again, they fell in a tough game on Tuesday, 38-34 against Prentice, 19-18 at halftime. Maggie Wolf with 15 points. Upcoming for Newman, they will host Auburndale on Saturday. Then they will be at Mercer on Tuesday. And I think this still might be true just to get games in. They will host Shawamigan on Thursday and then at Rib Lake on Saturday of next week, assuming, I'm guessing, that they will not make it past their opening game in the postseason. They will have Mercer on Tuesday. Other teams in their bracket, Athens, Newman Catholic, Mercer, Rib Lake, Owen Withy, and Prentice. Again, just looking back at Macy Zerflu's career here, head coach now for the Newman Catholic Cardinals, and a outstanding player for Assumption in her time, 2012 to 2016. As mentioned, 113 games played, 983 points, 8.7 points per game. 2-time state champ, 2-time state runner-up. In those state appearances, in her freshman year, 5 points. State championship team in 2012-2013, 5 points in the state championship game for her. Runners-up in 2013, 2014, and 2014 and 2015, 3 points and 12 points in those games. And then state championship, her final season, she averaged 11.3 points a game. She scored 10 in the state championship as they met Barneveld in all 4 of those state championship games. Winning 2, losing 2. So, again, a great career for Macy Zerflu here at Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. It will start with Assumption working from right to left, looking for win number 9 on the season, as they will have, again, Edgar tomorrow, Saturday, hopefully for a conference championship on the line. Stratford was up on a marathon. Brianna Ackley nearing her 1,000th point. She's about 11 away in that ball game against Marathon. As looking at the possession arrow, it will be Assumption basketball, working from right to left. As we watch here at beautiful Assumption High School. Steve Maves alongside Matt Ribby here at Assumption. Merrillwood South girls basketball matchup. Emily Bone with it, kicks it over to Ayanara. Nearly let it fire, Back over to Sammy Nelson. Goes baseline. Picks it up and nearly threw it away. Nelson saves it. Finds Emily Bone. Back over to Hartley. Three-pointer. Can't quite finish. Donath nearly poked away by Hartley. And staying with Newman. 29 seconds into the second half. 30-8. Royals. Donath nearly got it stolen away. Fought for. Jump ball. And it'll stay with Newman. Again, Assumption had 18 fouls in that first half. Seemed like all 8 of them came in the first 10 minutes. Three-pointer, Califas, and got it. Caitlin knocks out her first 3, and it's 30-11. Last time these two teams met, it was only 16-14 in the second half after the 37-1 lead for Assumption. Ayanara knocks down the 3. Answers right back to the Royals. Donath finds Wolf, top of the key. Hands back off to Angela on the right side. Looking down low. Finally finds Zymitz. Lily, top of the key, back over to Wolf. Donath. Again, a very young team trying to figure each other out as Zymitz throws it out of bounds. Izzy Youngworth to check back in for the Royals. She will check in for Jesse Grundhofer. .26 to go, 33-11, Assumption on top. Again, the Royals back in action Saturday and hopefully on Monday. Get a game against Stratford before the playoffs start on Friday for Assumption. Emily Bone down low, left hand blocked. Offensive rebound, Maria Hartley left it short and out of bounds to Newman. Full court press being put on now for nearly a full court press. Now they'll jump back to three-quarter court. Good find down low, and that's how that and one started in that first half. Couldn't quite finish that one. Jesse Grundhofer checking in for Assumption, and Emily Bone sitting down. 15:58 to go. Again, don't forget to stick around for our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. They have an opportunity to talk to Coach Ryan Klein for Assumption. Again, it hasn't looked pretty at times for the Royals here tonight. Coach Klein, I'm guessing, won't mince too many words. Jesse Grundhofer just throws it up there, missteps. But they will have a huge game against Edgar coming up. That was their first game of the regular season. And Coach Zerflew will take a 30-second timeout. And we'll keep it right here as we hear from our friends over at Draxler Transport. Draxler has flatbed driving opportunities that pay you a 5-cent per mile premium over van. At Draxler Transport, drivers are always home for the requested time off. Draxler Transport is a family-oriented company that treats you like family. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. 33-11, Assumption on top, as the Royals again look to get win number 9 on the year. They have played a very daunting, I guess would be a good word, very daunting non-conference season. Heading back to the Cranberry Classic, faced a very good Shawano team. Wolf down to Donath and out of bounds, staying with Newman. But they hosted Aquinas. They had Spencer. A very tough non-conference schedule. And what a cut by Donath, what a play. And she lays it in, good play out of bounds. Ayanara with it now. Back over to Sammy Nelson. Nelson back over to Ayanara, down low to Grundhofer. Grundhofer gets blocked by Wolf and rebounded by Maggie Wolf. Very aggressive here for Newman in the second half. Gowling nearly stepped into one. And down low and out of bounds to Assumption. Dillman and Kirkman check back in for the Royals. First times here in the second half, 14:40 to go. Maggie Wolf, 5'9", sophomore, very physical sophomore. Dillman with it, swings it around to Kayla Kirkman. Kirkman to Kristen Casey. Kristen picked up 3 early fouls. Jesse Grundhofer wanting the basketball. Calling for it. Kayla Kirkman, three-pointer left corner. Off the back bracket, offense rebound to Kendall Dillman. Over to Izzy Youngworth. Youngworth, Dillman, Kirkman, down low to Grundhofer. Steps through, right hand, up and in. The senior, with her first bucket in the second half, she's got 9 on the night. Jankowski over to Doneth. Gowling with it. Doneth top of the key, working against Kayla Kirkman. Over to Wolf. Wolf swinging that basketball around, looking down low. Takes a dribble, picks up her dribble, dead ball. Working against Jesse Grundhofer. Very physical matchup between the sophomore and the senior. Assumption looking to pick up win number 17 against the Cardinals since 2003 season. Again, when these two teams switched from the WISA, they were in different conferences for a very long time, about 10 years or so. Maybe not that long, but it was quite a while. Down low and able to find Zymitz, and she'll go to the line for 2. Newman in the Merriwood North up until, got it written on here somewhere. I believe it was 2008, 2009 season. First one is good. Malia Colo checks in. Simon's second one is off the back bracket. Good rebound by Jesse Grundhofer. Pushes it up quickly. Does Kayla Kirkman, 35-14. Over to Kristen Casey. Working against this zone defense. Kirkman with it. Throws it over to Colo. Back over to Kristen Casey. Kirkman looking down low to Grundhofer. Steps through. Pivot foot. And she throws it up there. And she'll go to the line for 2 more free throws. Jesse Grundhofer, one of the best at using that pivot foot to get around the defenders. As Wolf picks up her 3rd foul. First one for Jesse is good. Hit about 5 or 6 times. She's got 10. As Wolf checks out, Bowen will check in on the next free throw. If Jesse hits it, she airballs it, and even with that, it'll stay, or it'll go back to Newman Catholic. 12:30 to go, second half, 36-14 Assumption. Gowling with it to Zymitz. They got across the timeline soon, just able to get it past. Goes all the way. Kicks it off to Jankowski. She wasn't ready for it. And off the leg of Bone. And it'll stay with the Royals, or excuse me, the Cardinals. 12-13 to go. Zenk to inbound. And intercepted by Dillman. Kayla Kirkman takes it all the way. Left hand up and in. Good shot by Kayla Kirkman. Fight off the defender, shield the defender on that shot. Donoth with it. up the sidelines against Kristen Casey. Crosses over all the way down, up and in. That was a good take by Angela Donath with 9. Excuse me, it was 6. Pardon me. Three-pointer, Kendall Dillman gets the friendly bounce. Hit the top or the front of the rim, intercepted by Colo and rejected by Donath. And Coach Klein will take a 30-second timeout. We'll do the same back to Assumption after this.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Assumption, Columbus, Newman, and Pacelli Catholic schools. Built on family values and reinforced by faith, our schools foster academic excellence and prepare students for lifelong success. Smaller class sizes, individualized support, and diverse opportunities provides for a well-rounded education. Schedule a tour and find out if you qualify for financial assistance or free tuition with Wisconsin Parental Choice. Visit us today at Assumption, Columbus, Newman, and Pacelli Catholic Schools.
Welcome back to Assumption High School. 41-16 Royals on top as the Cardinals have fought hard here tonight. Coming back here to Wisconsin Rapids, and a game that was scheduled to be played quite a while ago. Over to Ionara. Threw it into the hands of Gowling. And there's going to be a foul along the sidelines. Kristen Casey will pick up her 4th foul. Sammy Nelson will check back in. 11:13 to go. 41-16 Royals on top. Inbounds it up to Gowling. Three-pointer left side, left to short. Offensive rebound. Zenk with that shot. Zymitz with it now. Back over to Zenk. Looking down to Gowling. Good pass down to Sydney. Left hand. She'll go to line for 2. That was good defense by Colo. Not much else you can do if you're Malia. But Gowling will go back to line for 2 free throws. Jesse Grundhofer getting ready to check back in for the Royals. .55 to go. First one is good. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices in Wausau, Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Medford, and now in Spencer. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions has lots and lots of confusion. As Newman had the free throws, and then they took it out of bounds. 10:54 to go. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. Kind of a young team for Newman. The Royals looked utterly confused, and rightfully so. Ionara with it, three-pointer left side. Right side, excuse me. Rebound taken by the Royals offensively. Sammy Nelson with it. Back over to Jesse Grundhofer. Steps into a 3 and left it short. Offensive rebound taken by Ionara. She got poked away, and it's going to go to Newman. 10:20 to go, 41-18. Califas to inbound. Swings it over to Donath to start the offense in the backcourt. Gives his full court press. Back over to Gowling. He's got to be getting close. Picks up her dribble and just able to get it across in time. Up to Califas. She goes right baseline. Throws it up. Offensive rebound taken by Wolf. And ball's on the ground. Ball still being fought for. And Wolf tackles Nelson. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go back to Assumption. .55 to go here in the ball game. And we'll have an opportunity to talk to Coach Klein. at the conclusion of this one, win, lose, or draw. And if Assumption does hold on to it here, we'll talk to Jesse Grundhofer as well. Emily Bone with it. Kicks it all the way over to Sammy Nelson. Sammy. Back over to INR. Assumption had won 6 of 8 games before their quarantine, 5 of 6 in 2021. Their only loss to Adams Friendship a while ago. Ionara is going to get fouled, pushed on her drive. As Victory Rosie checks in. Rossi, I would assume, with 9:20 to go. Inbounding at baseline right on the left as we watch here from Assumption. Grundhofer with it on the left side. Finds Sammy Nelson, steps into the three-pointer left corner. Rebound taken by Rossi. They call her Tori. We're going to call her Tori as well. Doneth with it, working against Ionara. Swings it over, right side for Rossi. Goes right baseline. She's going to get pushed by Youngworth. Going to be out of bounds to Newman. Baseline left on the right. Trying to inbound, they do. To Zymitz, pull-up jumper, 15-footer, back bracket. Grundhofer comes away with the rebound, whips those elbows and pushes up quickly. Swings it over to Hartley. Hartley, underhand pass to Nelson, over to Ionara. Gets all the way into lane, throws it up, and Nelson tried to save it. She stepped out of bounds. Another turnover by Ionara with 8:30 to go. And Coach Zerflew wanted a timeout about 10 seconds too late, but with 8:29 to go, we will step aside. 30-second timeout by Newman. Back after this.
A rogue virus. No jobs. Sky-high tuition debt. Life is trying to put our generation on the sidelines. But we refuse to just sit back and watch it pass us by. Instead, watch us fly ahead. Watch us overcome anything. Watch us rise. Watch us change our world. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Welcome back to Assumption High School. I know this won't be breaking news maybe when it is put up on Facebook later, or put up on Facebook tonight. That one's going to go out of bounds. But some reporting from Ian Rappaport from the NFL. Listen to this. Chicago Bears in talks, in an agreement on a deal with the Eagles for a quarterback. Carson Wentz going to Chicago. How about that? Nick Foles, Carson Wentz, and Mitchell Trubisky, all on the payroll for the Chicago Bears. Maybe. We don't know the details for the Wentz deal, but very well could be that they have 3 very highly paid quarterbacks on their roster. First one for Wolf is good. Golick checks in, as well as Taylor Rapinski. Wolf, 2 for 2 from the line. 8 minutes to go, 41-20. Assumption on top. Nelson over to Youngworth. to Hartley. Back over to Nelson. Ionara with it now, all the way into lane. Steps through. 360 around the rim and in. Ionara with 2 more. She's got 10. Gowling with it. Up to Wolf. To Donath. Swings it around to Rapinski on the right side. Donath. Top of the key. Back over to Gowling. Lets the 3 fire and too strong. Fought for. Hartley comes away with the rebound for Assumption. Ionara with it, cross the timeline behind the back against this 2-3 zone for Newman. Kristen Casey getting ready to check back in. Kristen has had a rough night, but Emily Bone has not. She's got 10, her first bucket here in the second half. Kristen Casey has picked up 4 fouls pretty quickly here tonight in her limited time, and Coach Zerflu will take a full timeout. We'll step aside as well. Back to Assumption after this.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Welcome back to Assumption High School. 7 minutes to go here in the ball game. Again, don't forget to stick around for our Naperville area post-game show. We'll have an opportunity to talk to Coach Clyde. Donna, 3-pointer right side. Angela with her first 3 of the night. (45-23). Fought for. Hartley's on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be another turnover to ball to Newman. Awards and More is your one-stop location for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and More is also a proud sponsor of Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Vote for the Awards and More Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month at ZaleskiSports.com and visit Awards and More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order today. 6:15 to go, 45-23. Down to Wolf. Wolf finds Zymus. She gets double-teamed. Back over to Wolf. Goes right baseline and tries to step through, and it's going to be out of bounds to Assumption with 6 minutes remaining. Kristen Casey with it. On the left side, swings around to Maria Hartley. She gets nearly pushed out of bounds. Kristen Casey retrieves it. Back over to Maria Hartley. Looking down low to Grundhofer. Swings it around and throws it right into the hands of Lily Zymitz for Newman. 5.5 minutes remaining. Donath to Gowling. 3-pointer Rapinski left it short and fought for. Rebounded by Sammy Nelson. Nelson may have double dribbled, but the Royals will reset the offense to the left of us. Nelson to Kristen Casey, 5:05 to go. Jesse Grundhofer to Emily Bone. Bone over to Nelson. And Newman does a good job in passing the offensive players in this zone off to each other. Sammy Nelson with it on the right side. Jesse Grundhofer getting double teamed when They're looking at her. Maria Hartley, three-pointer just off the back bracket. Jesse Grundhofer, offensive rebound, gets it poked away. Another offensive rebound. Emily Bone left it short. Back and forth they go, and Golling comes away with it for the Cardinals. Donath, 4:25 remaining, three-pointer, and rebound taken by Grundhofer. Pushes it up to the left, over to Sammy Nelson. Nelson got it into the hands of Newman. And good running there by Wolf. Bone got it, poked it away. 4 minutes remaining. Kristen Casey's got to be careful. She's got 4. Left wing for Newman. Donath kicks it all the way over to Rapinski, looking down low to Wolf. And Sammy Nelson comes away with the ball. Looking up to Kristen Casey. Sammy's been taking a pounding here tonight offensively. Over to Maria Hartley. Kristen Casey with it. Down to Emily Bone. Ball's on the ground. Another turnover. Fought for. It's going to stay with Assumption. They're going to inbound it in the front court right in front of us. Maria Hartley will check out now for Izzy Youngworth. And Kayla Kirkman checks in for Emily Bone. 3:31 to go. And then Colo and Dillman check in as well for Grundhofer and Nelson. A big round of applause for the seniors here for Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. I have an opportunity to talk to Jesse Grundhofer at the conclusion of this game, as well as Coach Klein. Stick around for our Naperville Dairy post-game show. Take place in about 5 minutes or so. It'll be stolen away by Wolf. And Assumption has struggled here turning it over tonight in their first game back in 22 days. Throws it out of bounds, and it'll go back to Assumption. 3:05 remaining, 45-23. As Califas checks back in. Swings around to Kendall Dillman. Dillman to Colo. Colo over to Youngworth. Pull up for Izzy. Left short. Offense rebound. Leah Colo too strong and fought for. Youngworth is going to draw the foul on Maggie Wolf. Man, that was a good hustle by Izzy Youngworth. Over to Dillman, three-pointer right corner, too strong. Offense rebound, Colo. She threw it where Dillman was. Another turnover on Assumption. 2:43 remaining. And Coach Zerflew will take another timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll step aside back to Wisconsin Rapids for the final 2:43 after this.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Welcome back to Assumption. Timeout taken by Newman with 2:40 remaining. Assumption leads 45-23. Assumption hasn't scored. Newman hasn't scored in quite a while. Ball's fought for. Donath with it at the top of the circle. Swings it around to the right side to Zymus. Looking down low. Kicks it back up to Wolf. Good find down low, right hand. Couldn't quite get it to go. Offense rebound. Didn't use the backboard on that one. And rebound taken by Colo for Assumption. Working right to left. Over to Kayla Kirkman. Kirkman down to Youngworth. Youngworth over to Colo. Back to Casey. Three-pointer off the back bracket. Offense rebound taken by Kendall Dillman. Picks up her dribble. Down low to Kristen. Good pass by Kayla Kirkman. Three-pointer Dillman left strong. Underneath. Good rebound by Youngworth. Stolen away by Wolf. 1:45 remaining in the ball game. Donath with it, working from left to right in the final 99 seconds. Good pass to Zymitz, up and in. Lily's got 6. Kayla Kirkman gets it poked away, and another turnover. Angela Donath all the way, right hand, left is short. Rebounded by Colo for Assumption with 1:15 remaining. Dillman over to Youngworth, back over to Kendall. Into Kristen Casey in the lane and threw it away again. Another turnover by Assumption. As Donath double dribbles and missteps with 62 seconds remaining. Sadie Donahue will check in for Wisconsin Rapids Assumption for Izzy Youngworth. And Colo will check out. 1:02 remaining. JVers in now for Assumption, besides Donahue and Kirkman. Kayla plays a little bit on the JV squad. Dillman over to Kayla. Let it fly. Kayla knocks it down. Kayla Kirkman for 3. She's got 5. 45 seconds remaining. Again, don't forget to stick around for an Nacerville Dairy post-game show. We'll talk to Coach Klein at the conclusion of this ball game. Swings it around. 30 seconds left. Wolf with it on the left. Looking down low. Good defense by Assumption. Gelling with it. Wolf thought about the 3. Poked away by Kendall Dillman. Good job by Kendall. Good pass up. And has to dribble it away. Dillman pull-up jumper. And couldn't quite get the friendly roll and out of bounds to Newman with 7.7 remaining. Donath with it. Up to Gowling. And that will do it here tonight. The Assumption Royals come back after 3 weeks and get a 48-25 win here tonight over the Newman Catholic Cardinals. Again, don't forget to stick around for a Nacerville Dairy post-game show. We'll be back to Assumption after this.
Well, the Grow Wisconsin Dairy Processing Grant is for really any dairy, or up to $50,000 you can get for like improvements, help with like food safety aspects. It's actually you have to pay part of the service that you're getting, so you have to pay 20% of it. So we were actually granted $6,150. And so that's the 80%. So our project is at a little over $7,000. So that's showing them that we're doing something with their milk. We're not just taking it, turning it into cheese, sending it in the store, sending it to the customer, like everyone else does. Anything that we do in the plant with food safety is great for everyone. It's not just great for us. It's telling the customer that we make a good product. It's telling the farmer, our patrons, that we're doing good with their milk. And so that should really go to heart. That you're going to get a safe product coming out of here. It's cool to see that all the Hymans they really like to see their name out in the community, but especially for anything with children's groups. They sponsor a bike raffle every year, and they actually go and give it to the kid in the schools. I know that's a huge thing every year, but yeah, it's really cool to see their name out there. Seeing them a sponsor, we all got kids, we all were kids, so most likely something came out of here that we've done.
We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Letta, Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Time now for the Nationville Dairy postgame show. Nationville Dairy fresh cheese curds made daily. NationvilleDairy.com. The Assumption Royals, again, off of a 3-week absence, get a huge 48-25 win here tonight against the Newman Catholic Cardinals. Go through some scoring here first for Newman. Sydney Golick finished with 3. Caitlin Califas with 3. Maggie Wolf with 4. Lily Zymitz with 6. And Angela Donath with 9. For the victorious Assumption Royals, Izzy Youngworth with 3. Sammy Nelson with 5. Kayla Kirkman with 5. Kristen Casey with 2. Ayanara Sanz de Rosas with 10. Jesse Grundhofer with 10. Kendall Dillman with 3. And Emily Bone with 10. So all around good game. Assumption turned it over a ton, which is going to be a sore spot for Coach Klein. As we see him walk past here, going to go over to Talk to Radio. We'll have a player of the game with us in just a moment. But again, upcoming for Assumption, they host Edgar on Saturday. They will have Stratford on Monday, hopefully, and then we'll have the winner of Greenwood and Port Edwards a week from tonight in a regional semifinal. For Newman Catholic, they will head to Auburndale, or they will host Auburndale tomorrow, head to Mercer on Tuesday, as we will bring up Maria Hartley, our Zaleski Sports Player of the Game. One of the 4 seniors. We'll get it all set up. We will take a quick break. Get Maria set up, and come back to Assumption after this.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
There we go. All right. Welcome back to Assumption High School, Nationville Dairy postgame show. Here with Assumption Royal, Maria Hartley, obviously coming back after 3 weeks and getting a big win over Newman. Just talk about the game a little bit.
I am so glad that we came out, and we didn't play our best, but we want to get better, and this was a good start after 3 weeks, especially since we have a game with Edgar tomorrow. This was just more of like a way to practice and get better for the game tomorrow. So it was a good practice, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it was one of those things, obviously coming off of how many weeks you guys have been off, a lot of turnovers, but again, that's something. Get out of your system a little bit before you make a playoff run.
Oh, for sure. And it's so, this was a great opportunity to just get all those jitters out after, because, I haven't played in 3 weeks, and I didn't play in a couple games before that, so I was pretty nervous stepping on the court tonight, but it feels nice to get back in the groove and be ready for tomorrow.
And obviously, being senior night, just talk about the group of seniors that you have and have played with them for so long. Just talk about your teammates.
I am so honored to have my teammates. I've been playing since I was in 3rd grade with them, and I knew them since I was even littler, and I'm so blessed to have them. We are such a tight-knit group. We do everything together, and even when we're off the court, we still play a bunch of other sports together, and it is such a nice opportunity to be able to stay close, and I love them so much.
Don't get to talk to you a whole lot, but your dad posted on Facebook going to St. Norbert's, playing tennis. Just talk about that a little bit after such a successful season on the tennis court this year.
Yeah, I am so excited to go to St. Norbert's. I even got a trustee scholarship, and I just had that award ceremony recently. I am also playing tennis, which is a big achievement. I never thought I would be playing a sport in college ever, but after a successful season, going to sectionals, it was amazing, and I am so lucky to be able to go there.
All right, we're going to put you in the house, all right? Going to hand you this. Step over here a little bit. All right. Zoom in a little bit. We're going to count you down. 3, 2, 1. Say your name and say I'm in the house, all right?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
I'm Maria Hartley, and I'm in the house.
Perfect. Thanks, Maria. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, we're going to here we go. We'll let Coach Klein do his thing, and we will talk to him tomorrow after the game against Edgar. But again, a big win here for the Assumption Royals, 48-25 against the Newman Catholic Cardinals. Assumption moves to 9-7 on the year, and now 7-2 in the Merriwood Conference. We're going to sign off here from Assumption. For Matt Reevy, this is Steve Maves. Have a good night, everyone. We'll talk again to you on Saturday night.